Hey guys, so in this video we'll show you how to create a custom contact form using the Ninja Forms plugin. So once you've installed the plugin, you'll have the following area over here. It's called Forms. Go over here to all forms and you'll be able to see every single form that you've created so far. Then you can also create or add a new form by simply clicking on Add New. From here on, you'll be required to add all of the fields that you want to add to the site or to your contact form. So let me just kind of show you essentially a mock-up of what we're going to do. So we're going to have a field, our contact form, where we have our first name, last name on the left, right side. Then we have our email, phone number, event date, event type, count of attendees, message, and then a submit button as well. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and start adding those fields in. So there are several fields that have been already pre-configured by Ninja Forms. So like first name and last name, you just simply click on them and they will be added here. Then you'll click on last name, it'll be added here. Next off we have email and phone number. Now once again, we'll simply need to click on email, it'll be added to the bottom, phone number added here. And next off we have event date and event type. So for event date we'll have a calendar, so we'll select this text box over here. For event type we'll have a drop down, so we'll select a list. And for a count of attendees we'll also have a list. And for message we'll have a regular message field, so it'll be text area. And finally, our submit button, just right over here. Here we go, submit. So let's do a quick overview. We have our first name, last name, email address, phone number. We have a text box that we'll title accordingly. Then we have two lists with drop downs, and then we have our text area for the general message, and then we have a submit button. Okay, so once you've added these fields, now we can start the configuration process. Before you do so, there are several, I guess, short codes that you need to know about, and those were developed by our team specifically to work alongside with the following Ninja form. So these are just not a short code, but more of a CSS class. So flow small, what this does is you'll see that it condenses the form to take up only 50% of the screen. And then if you type in right, it aligns it to the right. Type in left, it aligns it to the left. So this is what we're going to do with our first and last name. So over here, first name, this is our label field, and the placeholder is the title that appears above or in the actual field. So we'll type in first name, and then a label position. We have above, below element, right or left hand side of the element. Now what this means is we'll have this title over here either above or below our field where your users need to insert their information. So we'll have this as inside element, and we'll have first name over here, and then the user clicks and starts typing in their name. Alright, so next off, restriction settings. This would be a required field, therefore you need to select this checkbox over here where it says required. And finally over here within advanced settings, we'll add a custom CSS class. So this will be flow small and left. So this will align it to the left. Alright, so let's shrink this down and close our first name as we've completed it. Next off, we have last name. So we'll do the same thing, paste last name here, and then this will be inside element restrictions. This would be a required field. In advanced settings, we'll have, just right over here, we'll type in flow small, right. Okay, and we'll close this as well. Alright, so, and I'm going to do the same process for our email field and our phone number field. Okay, so we've now added our email and phone number. Next off, what we have planned here is to add event date and event type. So for event date, let's go ahead and type this in. Event date. This will be inside element, and then we'll type in your event date. select event date. This would be better. Okay, and next off we'll need to go over here within this advanced, actually restriction settings. This would be a required field. So we'll close this, and we'll also go over to advanced settings, and we'll check this box over here where it says date picker. This will provide us with a calendar. And over here, once again, we'll type in flow small left and close the following drop down, and close this over here as well. Next off, we have event type. So we'll type this here, event type. This will be inside element as well. And over here, we have a drop down. So we'll select this as a drop down. And here we have several options. So this could be wedding, just party, corporate event, and we'll click on add new to create another, and this will be just other. Okay, and once again within the advanced settings, we'll have this as flow small right. And for restrictions, if you want, this can be a required field. I'll just leave this blank for now, and we'll go ahead and close this. Next off, we have our count of attendees, and let's just type this in. Okay, and over here within drop down, you can select either a drop down or radio buttons or check boxes, multi-select, whatever you want. You can select those options. So I'll just have it as a drop down. And once again, we'll need to have this inside element. And then for count of attendees, let's see, we have 10 to 25, 25 to 50, okay, there we go. And this will be, we will not align this to the right or left hand side. We'll just leave this center, so there's nothing you need to add here. So we'll close this up, and finally we have our text area field, which is just a message. So we'll just type in your message, and once again this will be inside element. We will not touch the advanced settings as this will be center aligned. We'll close this as well. And finally, our submit button. We'll click on advanced settings and we'll align the button to the center. So we'll just type in center. Okay, and at this point, let's go ahead and click on save to save our form. We'll give it a name. So this will be custom contact form. And we'll click on save. Once it's been saved, we'll go over to all forms, and here we have our custom contact form with a short code. So we'll copy the following short code, open up our page. So here we have our QWERTY test page that we're using, and what we'll do is simply add it to the following area over here. We'll go ahead and click on update, and we'll click on a view page to see what we've come up with. Okay, so here we have our test page. We have first name, last name, email, phone number. As you'll see, my placeholder, apparently I forgot to set it to be inside the element, so that'll need to be fixed. Then we have event date, event type. Event date, once we click here, it selects to a drop down with a calendar. Next off, we have event type, wedding, party, corporate event, other. Count of attendees, we have 10 to 25, 50 to 100, 100 and plus, message, and a submit button as well. So this is how you create a custom contact form. Once again, be sure to double check, make sure that your placeholders are all the same, that they're consistent. So yeah, this is it in terms of the process of how to create the following contact form. We do also recommend that you take a quick look at the documentation in the video description below on how to set up your emails, make sure that your customers receive automated responses and so forth. So once again, thank you for watching, and we hope this video helps.